Morning, RC addicts. What a absolute prick. So I went out to a bando, my first bando the other day, and I did pretty much everything wrong that I could have. I didn't first do like an air reconnaissance, yeah, and check out where the power lines were and things like that. So this happened on my second Walksnail flight. I hit a power line. Believe it or not, if you look at the antenna and the bit rate, shot the antenna straight in half, and I landed as soon as I could, kind of thing, as you know, because it happened that quick. I didn't really realise we just heard it. And then the second thing, what a plonker, an absolute donkey, a donut, an idiot, a prick. Never change the settings on your controller, yeah, while you're half asleep. Never do that, seriously. I disarmed while flying.
Disarmed.
This is how my settings normally are. I have a 3-position switch, and what I do is I put the weight and the offset to make it into a 2-position on the actual flight controller. So the arming is basically off and on the flight controller, but in my hands it's off and then it's on and then it's on again. Right? Anyway, hear it. Danger, danger.
High voltage.
Yeah, that means it's armed. Yeah, armed again, armed. Right? But I had it the other way around. So as I was flying, I was doing so So as I was flying, I was doing so much of this stuff, yeah, and I was nervous. I was with new people that are absolutely mental. They're the same as me, apart from they're not messed up in the head. Anyway, here's a bit of the footage, and here's the Diatone F1, which they were looking at the end, yeah, because analog can't fly with DJI, it just can't, yeah, it just literally just black lines, huge black lines, yeah, you can't see shit, right, you can't see anything. So at the end, I got my Diatone Roma out, right, with the R-Line 750 pack on it, yeah, and they were like, ah, he's going to do a little bit of kind of tiny whooping, and off it shoots. Bosh.
I think it's time to make the floor burn. I think it's time to make the floor burn. To make the floor burn.
Would you Adam and Eve it? A week of absolutely beautiful, like in the tropics, 26 I think it, 26 Celsius I think it reached, and now it's back on with the hat and the hood and keeping warm and gloves. Anyway, if you've watched all this video, big respect, and I want to say thank you so much, because you can't imagine, right? I have been in that room for a long time, and then I went out with them lads and had the time of my life, yeah? And that was probably just a normal day out for them. Alright? Take care. I'll see you.